Calvin Harris and Disciples, how deep is your love here on Route 997, the hottest, biggest, fast-moving drive time show in the whole of Zambia with Chrome's the voice of Lusaka ravishing. K-Bangs is here too. And we also have an addition to the crew, so to say. Eleftherios Mukuka is in the studio. Yeah.
Thank you for having me.
I got the name right, didn't
Perfect.
I?
Nailed it.
I was teaching them how to say it. So.
I'm sure.
Yeah, he was.
You were teaching Ravishing how to say it.
No, we were arguing on how to say it. It's cool.
Hey, we have to say congratulations on the new record deal.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
There we go.
All right, so you were born in Zambia?
Yeah, born, raised here.
Yeah.
Lived here all my life. I've only spent 2 years outside of Zambia, which is where I studied music. When I studied music in Boston at the Berklee College of Music. Yeah. So studying music composition and electronic production and design. So right now, I'm like 100% in the house music industry, but a few years from now you're going to start seeing more classical music come out of me and more film music. So I'm specialized in two areas. One is the production and one is classical composition for movies, like Hans Zimmer, like Howard Shore. These guys are doing these big movies and stuff. So yeah, film music is definitely a big passion, but I'm not focusing on it right now. Right now it's house exclusively. Yeah.
So it says that you started producing music when you were 11. That's kind of that's a tender age to produce music. Think about it.
It's better than starting out drugs or something like that. Yeah, it was a tender age, and it was FL Studio 3.4 then. It was called Fruity Loops, not even FL Studio. Fruity Loops 3.4. Yeah. And I remember installing it on my mom's computer that didn't have antivirus. And she almost killed me. I mean, I was really punished. Badly punished. Almost retired. That was the end of my career. But somehow she allowed me to keep the software on the computer, and then from then on, it's just been a journey through music.
Okay. And it says that your dad was kind of skeptical about you getting into music.
Yeah, especially when I was 11, 12, I wanted to be a rapper. I used to listen to B.I.G., Tupac, Eminem, Snoop Dogg, Eric Sermon, Redman, Method Man, and I told my dad, who's a well-educated man, during Kaunda's days, they would send the best students that graduated from Yunza all over the world to study. So he went to Ivy League University on scholarship from Kaunda's government. And then I'm telling this guy that I want to be a rapper, It's like, no, that's what you think. So he didn't like it then, but then I evolved and I left rap and I started actually studying music, playing the piano, learning music theory. Yeah. So unlike many musicians that are in my field, like in electronic music, I can actually sit at the piano and play you a piece by Mozart, a piece by Beethoven, a piece by Bach. I can read sheet music, I can write, and that's all because I studied music, So everyone who studied music has to go through this. But I think that, no matter what you're doing, whether it's pop, gospel, or classical music, having a good foundation is really important,
All right. So when you listen to, work done by producers over here, do you go like, man, I wish he didn't do that? Does that happen?
Lately, not so much. The standards here are increasing rapidly, not just in music production, but also in the music videos that we're releasing. We're catching up with South Africa at a fast pace, but not fast enough, and we're not open-minded enough. So in terms of getting equipment and having better skills, we're getting there. We still have a long way to go, but where we are even slower is in opening up our minds to different genres, to different kinds of artists, to just new ideas. We still are persistent, sticking there with the same thing, trying to create things that people have done before, trying to be like South Africans, trying to be like Nigerians. Let's be like Zambians. Let's be different. Let's create a new product and not try and imitate one of our fellow Africans' product.
Okay, I'll put you on the spot a bit. You've talked of how we shouldn't imitate and how we should embrace, we are Zambian.
Yeah.
And you're coming through with a house genre, right? Would you say that is Zambian?
Of course, because it's proudly Zambian. It's produced in this country. It's influenced by everything I've gone through, which is pretty much in this country. And my vision in house music is to mix my two cultures. I mean, I'm colored, like I'm half Zambian, half Greek, and I want my house music to sort of represent that. So like half sub-Saharan African and then half Mediterranean. So that's my lifetime goal through house, to mix these two cultures and create something new. But the reason I'm saying we should be more open-minded is because I've gone through a lot of hardship, basically trying to do house and make house popular. I mean, many times I'll be playing at gigs and people come up to me and say, you don't play R&B, you don't play. No, but no, I'm a house producer, DJ. If you don't like this, you can leave. And people need to sort of put their foot down and say, this is what I'm doing. If you don't like it, go somewhere else, so that you can actually separate the people. Have the house people here, have the R&B people here, have the hip hop people there. But we should just be more open-minded and welcoming and supportive. And I appreciate, this opportunity to come here and speak with you guys for the second time. The last time my ghost, came.
Yeah, spooked us out.
I appreciate this. And although, house music is not the most popular genre, and I find myself a little lonely in the Zambian house music industry, it's something I've got to keep doing and keep pushing, because someday the time will be right and things will blow up like they've done in South Africa for house music.
Yeah.
And it's people like you guys that pretty much control this, because you control what people listen to on the radios. You're very powerful. And I feel like some radio stations are abusing that power, or just not taking advantage or supporting their fellow Zambian artists. And for me, another thing, I'll just say one more thing, even further than the fact that I've picked a non-popular genre in Zambia, I also get a lot of racial discrimination. Being a colored, people assume that I'm filthy rich. They assume that I had it easy. They assume all sorts of things. I mean, I still haven't even finished my degree. I dropped out of university because I couldn't afford to. So I am saving up now and making a plan to go back and finish my studies. So a lot of people don't know this side of me, and they just look at the skin color and think, it's Muzungu, this guy's got...
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not. Look, I'm colored. I mean, there's this 50-50. And people even ask me if I'm Zambian. What do you mean I'm Zambian? I tell them my name's Eleftherios Mukuka, and they start laughing. It's like, what do you mean? Why are you laughing? I mean, I'm colored. Obviously there is some African part in me.
Yeah.
So, and this is something that Zambia needs to get over.
Yeah.
Because it's killing the vibe. It's killing the industry. And Salma, I guess, we're probably the only two coloreds in the industry that I can think of. Can you guys think of any other?
Who else is colored in this industry?
Taekwondo.
Taekwondo was colored?
Taekwondo, the rapper?
Yeah. I remember him. Was he colored?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's colored.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. But
Three.
is he
Out
still
of how many?
I know.
still a minority, I would say.
Yeah.
So what sparked your interest into EDM, like leaving the rap
Yeah.
into EDM?
I don't even consider myself an EDM artist. I think of myself as a house artist. EDM, I would think, is more like David Guetta, Avicii,
Yeah.
Martin Garrix, especially Martin Garrix hardware. It's like it's noisy, big, sort of white people's music stuff. No rhythm and stuff. Well, I mean, okay, there's a rhythm, but it's not as complex as I'd like it to be. I love acoustic instruments. So my house music has this acoustic element. And very melodic. So I think of my style as more melodic house, melodic fusion house, and not so much electronic dance music, which is EDM.
Yeah.
So although it's done electronically, I love to incorporate some acoustic elements. Yeah.
So what sparked your interest into getting into that then?
Edward Maya, 2009, Stereo Love.
I remember that record.
With accordion. That song changed my life.
Yeah.
That was
That's the song.
amazing.
Yeah.
Most people have bad memories because they probably were with a boyfriend, girlfriend, then summer, a summer fling, and it ended, and that song reminds them of that. So for me, nothing. Just good memories. That song was great.
So that was just the turning point for you.
That's when I started doing house. Yeah.
Yeah. And what can you remember what your first house piece was?
Yeah,
Do you
it
still
was
have
bad. But what was even worse were the first hip hop pieces.
Yeah.
But even my first
Those
house
we need to find.
Then we can do it then and now.
Yeah.
All right. So you're a black belt in Shotokan?
Yeah.
Don't mess around. You might just
Yeah, both me and my sister. We started together and we reached black belt together. She's a bit younger, 1.5 years younger. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So nobody messes around with you, right? Like
Hasn't happened yet.
All right, so your music has, made impacts in other countries. You say, like, obviously, like, Zambians haven't really opened up to your music. Not a lot of them.
So I don't want to like disrespect everyone who has. There's been a huge, amount of support, and there's some people I'm extremely grateful to, both in the industry and in the private sector. Brand partners that I've worked with over the last year, especially. But the majority are still closed-minded. That's the problem.
Yeah. So yeah,
but go on.
Yeah. So I'm saying, your music has been embraced elsewhere.
Yeah.
A lot. Would you say a lot more than Zambia? Because you've appeared on charts.
Yeah, I don't think so. I mean, although I was in the Danish charts, I've been there twice now, and the music has been licensed to some giant labels in other countries like Greece, a big label in South Africa, Romania, some big stuff in Romania.
Yeah.
I don't think anything beats what I've done here because I have been here physically. Yeah. So I've been doing the groundwork, physically. Everything else was done over the internet. Okay. And although that's effective, it's much slower. I mean, if I'm walking on the street in Romania or Denmark, wherever, they'll definitely not recognize me now. In Zambia, some people do, So there's still a lot more work to do outside. But, there has been love shown in different regards outside, I don't know if I've been I have been in some charts here, but house music, again, is just not the thing that everyone plays or many people play. So it's different. I wouldn't even compare them. It's a bit different. But, I'll just leave it there. It's a bit different.
Have you thought of incorporating like local artists like, let's say, Slap D on one of your records, Gantu or something like that?
I've never really had any ideas of or been inspired by mixing hip-hop or rap with house music, at least not yet. So I have been working with a lot of local musicians. Abel Chungu was the first collaboration. We met maybe 6 years ago. So we've been friends since then, and we've done more than one song, but the only song we've actually released is Getting There. That did very well last year, both inside and outside of Zambia. I've worked with Zambian instrumentalists like Sir Jones, David Andish. I recently worked with Zambian legend Cephas Maseko on my song Milena. I don't know if you've heard that song.
It's a song about your girlfriend, isn't it?
Yeah, it's actually in Zulu. So it's based on a traditional Zulu poem that we sort of edited to, fit this context, to be directed towards her. I recently did a song with a Zambian girl, upcoming singer, Zambian Brazilian, called Miranda Carbin.
I know her.
You know
she
her.
Can sing.
Morocco is her stage name. We have a song coming out in like 5-6 weeks or something.
She used to work here, so.
Really?
Yeah.
Amazing voice.
Yeah.
Zambian. We did a song a few months ago. Now she's in Iceland, I believe. We did a song. We did two. One we have finished. The second one we haven't. So there's a song coming out with her. Who else? Kiki. Kiki is this singer that does a lot of cover work. I mean, she's been
from Ben and Kiki.
Ben and Kiki. Who else? Probably a few more instrumentalists, but that's about it. I'm very picky with who I work for, not because I don't like the people that are popular here, but I'm after a specific thing, and if I feel like it's not in line, you don't fit with what I'm after, my goal, then it's fine. I'll just stick to what I want and make it happen that way. So, but what I want to make clear is that I'm definitely working with many Zambian artists, and over time you'll see more and more collaborations.
Okay. All right. So tell us about this German deal that you have.
Yeah. So a lot of people think it's a fully fledged record deal, but it's really based on the first project, which is this song Rainfall that comes out tomorrow with the music video that's very abstract. I'm saying it's very, because I didn't even edit this. I mean, I edited the first version. We sent it to Germany with a friend of mine here in Zambia. We shot it in Chaminuka, and the Germans liked it, but they felt it wasn't working for the European market for some strange reason. Okay. Then they created this weird thing.
Weird thing.
Okay. That's what I'm gonna call it. I'm a little ashamed, to release it, but I shouldn't. I hope it works.
Yeah.
So the video is very abstract, and this is our first project together. I leave, for Germany tomorrow midday, and I'll start working with them from next week, and we see how it goes.
That's for how long?
It depends. All depends on how things work out. This first project has all been signed, and I mean, we're going to push this as far as we can. And there are a few more projects lined up, but it's more like a we're sort of moving in steps. We're not sort of just jumping into something out of our control, but we're gonna take it by step and see how it works out. They're based in Berlin. Their name is Kalias, but they have a boutique label called Raison Music, and they have some really big European producer DJs that they have signed, and they have a couple of million hits, per video that they release. So they know what they're doing. They're very well connected to Sony Music Germany and some of the other giants in the region. Germany is also the third biggest music industry in Europe. So let's see. I'll be carrying the Zambian flag with me, and hopefully things will go well, because the opportunities are really big there. So,
all right.
Definitely.
So if all goes well, let me say when things go well.
That's better.
That's
more
what
positive.
Who do you want to work with on the international market? Like, who have you been aiming to have sing on your...
That's a good question, because I should think about these things more to manifest them.
Yeah.
There are a couple of singers. I'll probably let me start with the male singers, or maybe just stick to the male singers for now. Ed Sheeran. Ed Sheeran has a beautiful voice.
Yeah, true.
Who else? Like, for me, I appreciate the mainstream music, but I also really go for that unique, that beautiful voice. Sometimes you have to go a little bit indie to find these people. But Ed Sheeran has a beautiful voice, and I would definitely want to work with him. Let me think. There's another singer, also British. I think he won a Grammy last year or the year before. He sang that song. Can't remember his name now. He came out about the same time as Ed Sheeran. They sort of blew up together. He is he wears this like long earring. He had this. One of his videos is. So he's not in the video, but it's not abstract. No.
It's not abstract.
Like, this husband is cheating on his wife, and like the house burns.
Is it Sam Smith?
Yeah, Sam Smith.
Oh,
man,
okay.
Imagine. yeah, kind of
the long earring, like I would have
yes,
guessed.
yes. Sam Smith.
I'm not the only one. That's the video.
And there are many indie artists who I want to work with as well. So. Yeah, I guess it's something I should think about more.
Yeah, I think you
and
should.
make a plan. Yeah.
How about other DJs in particular, like you, another DJ in collaboration with?
Yeah. In terms of Germany, there's some really cool guys. Like Eleftherios is a guy I'm really into, and he is half signed to the label that I'm going to be working with.
Okay.
So that's probably one step much closer closer to him. There's another group called Unotus. There's also Robin Schultz. Robin Schultz is the guy who remixed Waves. He's German, so I'll probably be able to meet with him in Germany. Felix Jan did the remix of
Homie's Cheerleader, isn't it?
Yes, he did Cheerleader.
Yeah,
he remixed Cheerleader, but he also did this even more. It's a song from the 90s that he did with Jasmine Thompson, the British singer.
Oh yeah.
What's it called?
Ain't Nobody.
Ain't Nobody. Oh yeah.
He's a youngster. He's a German kid. He's like 21 or something. I'm 23, so he's even younger than me. And so I'll probably be able to meet him because I already have a contact to him, and maybe try and work with him or some others like him. But Robin Schultz, Felix Jan, Eleftherios, these people are in my line of house music, and they're gonna be in the same country as me. So I'll definitely try and work with them.
Okay.
Right.
So you have the new single coming out tomorrow.
Yeah.
Rainfall.
Rainfall.
Tell us about it.
So Rainfall, and I have to explain why the video is so abstract. In the video, the protagonist, it's pretty much revolving around this one girl whose face is painted in blue. And the reason why her face is blue is because that's a symbol of fear. And the song Rainfall is not actually about rainfall. It's not the literal meaning, but it's more of a metaphorical meaning. The rain is fear. So the chorus, it says, "Rain, fall down on me, wash all my fear away."
Okay.
So it's not even so much rainfall, but rain, fall down on me, wash all my fear away.
Yeah.
So it's about washing, your fears away. It's about becoming a stronger, a better person, this cleansing of yourself. And it's an uplifting house song that I wrote with Kyla Jacobs, who's the singer, and she's a good friend of mine from college in the States. She also unfortunately dropped out because of the same reasons, but hopefully we'll be able to finish at some point later. She's now working and living in LA. So we did this song. We actually recorded it in Boston, just the vocals, brought them back, produced it in my home studio. But we have more songs coming out that we have done remotely over the internet. That will come out soon, and that's the future of the industry. You don't have to be together in the same place.
Just send over the beat and
yeah.
All right, great. Thank you very much for joining us. We know you're on a tight schedule.
Yeah.
But you did come through and join us.
Thank you so much for having me.
We really appreciate you coming through, and we wish you all the best.
Thank you very much.
I like that
Thank
he's
you all.
explained the video,
Yeah.
so when I have to play it, I will know what to say.
Wash my hands.
So let's get into that song that drops tomorrow. We
All right.
have an exclusive, ladies and gentlemen. And ladies and gentlemen, I mean you. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, lady and gentlemen.
Okay.
Yeah, there we go. So Rainfall, it features Kayla Jacobs, Eleftherios Mukuka. Thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you.
Stay tuned. It's Power FM.